Yo guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So this video we are going to be installing the LED daytime running lights. So let me just grab one, I can show you what it is. So this guy right here, there's two of them, obviously one for each side. Fog light is normally in here, and then there's this LED strip. So first step is we got to pop out, there's little black caps in here. If you don't have fog lights stock in your car, then you might want to leave those in, but I do have fog lights, so I'm going to pop these out, and then we're going to go downstairs to my car. Hopefully it'll be dried off enough because it's pissing rain outside, and we're going to do our best attempt at installing these. Alright, let's get these caps out. Anyways, let's take these downstairs. I'll grab the cap off the other one and start installing, hopefully. So we're downstairs with the car now, as you can see, but before I actually start to install these lights, I'm just going to run a quick test. So I'm going to run back into the laundry room, plug this thing into a battery, just to make sure the lights work, so I don't install it all and they don't work. Alright, so the lights look awesome, they look really bright. Let's go over to the front of the car and see what we're going to be dealing with here. So, I don't know if you can tell, obviously you can tell it's still very wet, but these plastic pieces are going to be what's coming off, and those new ones are going to be going on with the light along there. And from what I've read, you can just get a trim removal tool and pop these off. So I'm going to go see if I can find one of those and we can start working. Okay guys, so the first one's off. It was really actually a lot easier than I was expecting. I just took a flathead screwdriver and started just where the light was on the top. So as you can see, I can't see what I'm looking at right now. So I started coming in from where the light is, just coming down and prying lightly. It's not hard to get off, it's just these little snaps. I started on the light because I didn't want to scratch the paint up, so once I got the light pried off I could just pull the rest off by hand. So I'm going to get the other side off, and then we're going to look at getting that new one on and wiring it. Okay guys, so now that we got both those off, I'm going to pop the trunk of the car, and figure out what the best way to wire this thing up is going to be, and where I want to mount that little, I don't even know what you'd call, like, controlling unit. Okay, so that took a lot more work than I'd hoped. It looks like it's fitting in well now. I guess, let's see. So it's more or less flush. If it'll focus here, I am zooming in, that is why. So it's more or less flush on all the sides. Kind of thing with aftermarket parts is you will find that oftentimes they do not fit perfectly. So now that I got that in, it took like a little bit of bending of the plastic on the inside there, just because I guess, yeah, plastic can warp a little bit after production. Whatever, I'll give the benefit of the doubt that it once was perfect fit. So that is in there, and we'll get the other side done now too. Alright guys, so this one is in. I'm just gonna, it kind of took a little bit of fighting, so I did it off camera, but just kind of give them a little extra push on all edges to make sure that they are fully clipped in, just because it would suck to lose it on the side of the highway. Alright, so these look good. The next step is setting up this wiring. I've brought this over here, opened up the fuse box. I did a little bit of testing here of an open fuse like spot that works, so I've kind of decided how I'm going to wire this up. This is only going to be temporary right now. I've got the U clip joint clamp thingy-mabob in the fuse slot. It's pretty snug in there. It's not really gonna, like, I mean, if I kind of pull on it I can pull it out, but just gentle like movement's not really affecting it. This is definitely very dangerous. If you're gonna do something like this, I recommend using a fuse tap. It's the proper and safe way to do it. And I definitely think I will be getting a fuse tap. Just this kit says you can wire it up to an accessory, but I have no idea where any accessory wiring spots would be on this car. So I'm gonna wire this guy to here for now. Gonna kind of cut this plastic, pull the ground out, wire it up right to this spot because that is directly connected to ground. And then there's also this white spot for anybody who does buy a kit like this. This white spot sets it to dim those lights when your headlights turn on, but I kind of like the full bright, so I'm going to leave that disconnected. The other thing is these headlights have, or not headlights, DRLs have switchback functionality, so I could wire this up to the turn signals. I don't think I'm going to do that today, but that could come in a later video, just because to do that I have to go in behind these guys right there and wire to the back of those. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that today. That could be a different video because you have to go in through the back of the wheel well lining. Anyways, let's see if we can test this out and I can show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so I did the wiring off camera for two reasons. First reason, it was like very much a two-hand job, and it was kind of like in the depths of the engine, so you wouldn't have really been able to see much. And secondly, my light over here died, so it was kind of dark and I was holding my phone the whole time trying to see what I was doing. Oh, my music just came on. Anyways, I just turned the car on and it's all wired up, so let me, well, not completely wired up, but wired up enough for a test. So let's test this thing out and see how it looks. Alright, so that's kind of how it looks. I just gotta finish doing the last bit of wiring the ground in and closing up the fuse box. If anybody wants to know, so I put that little box I've got mounted, let me just grab my phone as a flashlight. I've got mounted with zip ties just down in there. One wire running straight down through there to that light, and then the other wire I've got running along, there's a cable bunch right, sorry I'm blocking the camera, there's a cable bunch right here, if I had enough light, that cable bunch there, I've got it kind of wired all the way along from that side. It follows right in front of the radiator, and then kind of gimmicked between these posts here, straight down, like I said, there's not much light, straight down back through to this light over here. So it's probably not the best way to wire it up, being so close to the radiator. That does get kind of hot, so that's kind of got me a little bit, like, probably could have done that a bit better, but regardless, the wire was like just barely long enough, so I didn't really want to fight with it and accidentally pull a cable out of the central like control unit. So I'm gonna wire up that ground now, close up the fuse box, and gonna get a few shots of what it looks like at a distance. Alright, let's get to that. Alright guys, it's all wired up. Fuse box is closed there. So let's close this hood and see how she looks. Alright, so as you guys can see, they work. They're pretty bright. They're kind of, I think around 6500K is what they're supposed to be. So they're around the same like bluish tint as my actual low beam headlights. The only thing is my other daytime running lights, these guys right here, they're halogen, so they're more of a yellowish tinge. I might replace those soon, but I don't really know how I'm gonna go about doing that because they are in a reflector lens. So, oh, and there's my music. They're in a reflector lens, so it won't work as well. But I'm super stoked about the look of that. It's pretty aggressive. It's raining, so I don't want to step too far outside and get my camera soaked. But yeah, I think they look sweet. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have a Mazda3 and you like these, I'll leave a link to the ones I bought in the description. If not, they're pretty easy to find on eBay. I'll also leave a link to some Amazon ones if you prefer the faster shipping. I guess, honestly, a little safer. Yeah, that's about the end of this. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps. And if you want to see more content, I've always got more stuff coming. So hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys next video. Peace out.